Hello, Senior Stoner fans. It's the real Senior Stoner back at you for your dual dab of the day. Today is Monday. Good morning, everybody. Well, I want to be perfectly candid with everybody. I've had a big setback. I don't think it's my fault. I think it's random. The pain's back. Very difficult to walk yesterday and today. So, what do you do when this happens? There's no rhyme or reason sometimes for people to fall back into a painful situation. So you have a couple of options. Do you get excited and upset and go insane and really worry that something catastrophically is wrong? Do you reduce your activities? Do you medicate more? Do you call the doctor? What do you do? Well, I think it depends on the severity. If you have neck and spine issues and you're experiencing additional numbness, like my finger just went numb this morning, if you're experiencing additional numbness, I think it's best to call if you don't have an appointment coming up. I have an appointment coming up, and I'm going to discuss it. Here's what I'm concerned about. I'm concerned about, and I think some people would be, that after doing a very high intensity special occasion type week, forgetting about the adrenaline crash, the physicality of what you've done in those situations is extreme compared to what you've been doing and what you're capable of. So let's face it, you stretched the rubber band tight. Sometimes the smaller rubber bands can break. The nerves around the lower spine, the nerves around the cervical surgery, and you know very well that you can have additional symptoms, the numb arm, the numb leg, the numb finger. So, you did a bucket list item or two. Was it worth it? I think what happens when you evaluate, was it worth it? You have to look at, obviously, what the wonderful thing was that you went towards and did. What the long-term value of something like that is. I don't think transient things are worth it. I honestly don't. In other words, if I had to do a concert over again like that, I wouldn't do it. That's transient. A wedding, a family event, something like that to push people forward into another part of their life, that is not a transient event. That has staying power, longevity. So I think what has to happen is it's the scales of justice. You have to really weigh, not triage. Triage is different. Triage is where you look at what you can do, what you have to do, and what you need to do. What you want to do. This is different. This is once you've done it. What do you do? You can crawl into a ball and go in a corner and shake and hide. I don't recommend that. I recommend two words that I say a lot: pushing through. I know it sounds horrible. I've been gritting my teeth so much, my jaw's aching, and my cane is getting a heavy workout. What does that mean? That means that I know I got an issue. That's the beautiful part of the human body. That's the beautiful part about pain. Pain is a warning sign. Pain is an indicator light. Back in the old days, they used to call the red lights on the cars the idiot lights. Pain is the idiot light, unfortunately, telling us we did something wrong, stupid, or too much. Or something catastrophically is wrong with our body. So, long term, what do you do when this happens, when you fall back to the pain? What I encourage you to do is kind of what I'm going to do with the pushing through. I'm going to have my dabs. I'm going to smoke some weed. I'm going to take some pills. I'm going to chill. I'm not going to do too much today. I'm going to plan it because I'm in pain. I've got a pain plan. I suggest we all go back to basics, block and tackling, making our pain plans. This is because my ears are wet and I wear hearing aids. But the pain plan is critical. Hopefully you've all made them before, so you just have to turn the switch and enact your pain plan. If you haven't, please, by all means, make a pain plan. What it does is it means that you don't go crazy when the pain comes. I've got pain 12475A. I have solution 12457A. I've got pain 43B. I've got solution 43B. What really has to happen, if you're good at spreadsheets, is you put down the pain you have, and then you put down what helps the pain you have, and you put down what hurts the pain you have, etc., etc. And you have a pain plan. If you need it to be visual, by all means do that. My pain plan's kind of up here because I'm on bumper pool. I go from one type of pain to another type of pain. God has not stopped my pain. So, now that it's intensifying, now that it's gotten back to where it started, unfortunately, and it's my fault. I did the wedding, I did the concert, but I had to. Okay, now what? I am going to do the right things to prove that the pain plan works. I'm going to block my pain in. That's right, there's going to be a low and a high. I'm going to block it in and understand my pain. You have to understand what you're dealing with first before you can fix it. And then I'm going to set in motion a plan. And that plan, unfortunately, doesn't mean more a lot of times. The plan means less. Doesn't mean you go crawl into that corner and shake, like I said. But you've got to take the pain down. You've got to do things. It's too late to be prophylactic now. Now you've got to take action. TENS unit, hot bath, jacuzzi, warm compresses, cold compresses, analgesics, acupuncture, chiropractic, whatever it takes, do it. And don't freak out. Because this is the aftermath of all that great stuff you did. It's kind of like a tree, and there are multiple branches on a tree. We've talked about adrenaline. We've talked about situational autopsies. We talked about a lot of things you do after these great events. What we didn't really talk about is the harsh consequence to our body if we have issues like I do and like we do. It should be talked about. And the reason it should be talked about is you should learn from my issues. Make the plan. Prepare yourself knowing that it's going to happen when the adrenaline wears off. You're either going to go back to where you were or worse. That's reality. Make the pain plan. Please. Let's take our dabs of the day. Let's use our Puffco Peak first. On the green level. And then we'll move over to the Carta. Ramp it up its temperature now. Take your medicine. Do your dabs. Smoke some weed. Try to relax. Try to take the edge off. Try not to worry about it. And just deal with the situation. I'm sorry it's painful, but that's what we have to do. Cheers. And it was worth it. And get on the dab train. Very tasty. Now over to our Carta, which I just charged last night. Take our Carta hit now. Cheers. Here comes the train. So look, let's face it, not great news. But it doesn't have to be a death sentence. Manage what your pains have become. Go back to blocking and tackling. And make and stick to the pain plan. If you have a pain plan, Enact it now before it's too late. This is the Real Senior Stoner saying good luck, everybody.